Hey fam, welcome back, my fly ladies and gents, to Prophetic Butterfly 111. I appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you so much for helping me grow the channel and for sharing your time with me. For anybody new here, anybody cross watching, you're welcome as well. I'm gonna light a little Palo Santo. I hope everybody's ready for the holidays. We are the night before Christmas, almost in that energy. But yeah, real talk. I hope everybody is having a great week. You're all ready for Christmas if you celebrate. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys um, a 4 row spread. We're going to talk about what the situation is, why is this happening, what's the challenge, and what is the outcome. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Try to make this short for my people, but I do want to get a message out for y'all tonight. All right, so let's go. First up, let's see what is the situation. We have the Fool, okay, Major Arcana. So this is somebody that is a free spirit. They are very confident, and this person is on an adventure. All right, so somebody here is ready to take a risk and they want a new start, whether it's entrepreneurship, they're taking a leap of faith towards, a new adventure. They're having faith that things are going to go ahead and work out for however they want, whatever it is they got going on. All right, we have apology in reverse, heart to heart conversations. So somebody is moving forward in a situation, but they so this fool is ready to take a new adventure, but they have not yet apologized, and they haven't had a conversation with somebody. So maybe they're about to have faith to take this adventure to do this, or they're contemplating. Let's see, what is the tea? So let's see, what are they doing? Okay, the Chariot. All right, so this fool is on his way on an adventure. He hasn't apologized. He hasn't had a conversation or a heart to heart with somebody, but they're trying to overcome some obstacles, and they're trying to have the willpower to be able to take this journey to make this happen. All right, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. This person is not coming with pure intentions, though. Maybe that's why they have not apologized. They're not coming in pure intentions, and I feel like they're still not in this self-love energy. So don't be fooled by the self-confidence that, this person presents when they get around to you. Let's see. Let's get an oracle. No contact. So this person right now, um, they they don't want this separation, but they also don't want this silent treatment anymore. So they're coming towards you. They're not apologizing. They don't have pure intentions, and you know they don't want to be blocked. It's like a confusing type of energy. They don't they don't want to say nothing, but they want to take this leap of faith. They know there's no, okay, this makes sense. So they know that there's no sexual thoughts here. They know that you don't desire them, and they don't want to be blocked. But they're taking this leap of faith to come towards you. They're not coming in pure intentions, but they are coming towards you to um, maybe try to avoid a conversation with this heart to heart, no conversation. You know, I don't know what their purpose in coming towards you is. Let's see, can we get one more? Let it be. They don't want to let things be. So they don't want things to stay the way that they are. So maybe this person is coming to say something to you, but they definitely about to take this risk, and they're coming. I don't know what they're coming for, but they coming. All right. So let's see. Why is this happening? Why is this happening, Holy Spirit? All right, we have the Hermit in reverse. Immaturity, darkness, stubbornness. All right, so somebody went through a betrayal. They were in some dark energy. You know, some hidden enemies. And that's why we just saw this, you know, this person isn't in pure intentions. So this person may be surrounded by people that's in this dark energy, or they got themselves in this dark energy for whatever reason. Um, but they were very stubborn, which makes sense because this person has not apologized. They haven't even had a conversation with you. There's no contact. Um, so this person is very stubborn, yet they're deceitful. So let's see. Can we get an oracle? Opposites attract. Okay. So you both are very different. So, you know, you care about this person and maybe they were doing too much, and, you know, it's like magnets. They come together and then they just push back. They push back. So that push and pull, push and pull. Um, y'all got love for each other, but it's just not a situation that just clicks, you know? Let's see, what else do we need to know? Ten of Swords. Okay, so there was a heavy betrayal here, a lot of pain. We saw that this person's in this dark energy. Um, Very painful ending here, and this person is numb. So, you know, with what is going on, the situation is, you know, there's no conversation here. There's no nothing, and it's because of this betrayal. It's because of this betrayal, this painful ending. This person wants to have faith to come toward you, but they don't know how to apologize. They don't know how to have this heart to heart. They're trying to overcome these obstacles. They're not coming in pure intentions. They don't really love themselves, but they don't want this to, you know, they don't want to let this go. All right, so we have this Five of Swords here. You know, they were playing a lot of mind games, very deceptive. We saw deceit over here. So they were playing to win. Whatever it takes is what they were doing to try to pull this off. Let's see. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it could be, you know, somebody in one of these sign energies playing a lot of mind games, trying to win. What else do we need to know? Conflict, okay? It's a lot of tension here. It's a lot of arguments with this betrayal and this deceit. Again, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius signs. Could be any sign, but these are the signs that are coming up. Somebody within these energies are having a lot of conflict based on this painful ending, and these opposites attract. What else do we need to know here with this situation? It was not a soulmate. So they were opposites attract. They were in this connection and they weren't meant to be. So, you know, this push and pull situation that was, you know, going back and forth, it was a situation where you were trying to make an apple or orange and you just can't do it. You know, you got to let it go. It's just what it is. And with this insecurities in reverse, I feel like, for one of these partners, maybe they they um, they didn't have low self-esteem, or they don't have self-doubts, um, insecurities. Maybe this didn't affect their insecurities, um, or they did this because of, you know, insecurities. They didn't have insecurities. So, you know, arrogance will bring out the best of a lot of people. Well, the worst and the best. It's a bad feel, bad feel, bad feel. All right. Can we get one more just for the people? Unemployment. Okay. So this situation brought a lot of losses. We just saw that. So somebody's living situation is going down the dumps. Somebody's credit, somebody's job, their finances. This relationship that brought this push and pull, that shouldn't have went as long as it did. It caused a lot of problems. Let's see, what is the challenge here? We have the Four of Swords. Mental overload, anxiety, stress, overwhelm. So somebody needs some peace. They need relaxation. They need quiet. They need healing. And the challenge is healing from this situation. Let's see. All right, growth. So they're trying to heal from a situation that didn't bring any growth. It just brought appears to be a lot of damages. They didn't grow in this situation at all. So it's hard to heal when you have to take the steps to put yourself in position to heal. So if you're not in the right alignment to heal or the right environment to heal, things won't get any better. It's like the wound is still open. So let's see. What else do we need to know about this? Healing again. All right. So the challenge here is healing. Somebody is trying to get creative or have hope to be able to heal a situation. They want a wish granted, whether it's getting into their spirituality, they're trying to find the faith that they need um, to be able to renew a situation. And this is the challenge here. With this Page of Wands here, I feel like this person was non-committal. They were very impulsive, which makes it hard to be able to be in a position of healing and having, that faith and that foundation that's there. That's what's missing in order to be able to grow. And when you're in this non-committal free spirit energy, just being impulsive without discipline, it's hard. So, the challenge here is being able to heal, to be, inspiration and have that hope to be able to grow. What else do we need to know? All right, caught in reverse. So this person didn't want their secrets exposed. Um, you know, they don't want to. They don't want they dirty work or they dirty deeds to be put out in the open. Um, they don't want their secrets out. They don't want anybody to know what they do behind closed doors. And with this toxic energy card, that's the challenge. They can't grow because they want to stay in this toxic energy. It's hard to heal when you're in unhealthy behavior, whether it's, trauma, abuse, whatever the case is, it's hard when you have been in a toxic lifestyle for so long. It's hard to change. Some behaviors are just embedded in you. It doesn't mean that you can't. It's just going to take a lot of work. You have to, be dedicated and want to do it. Um, Giving that asks no reward, love that has no price tag, a new state of consciousness, acceptance, and being received as a gift. So I feel like um, somebody had something and they didn't appreciate it because they were in this toxic energy. They weren't healed. They didn't have the self-love. It was opposites attract type of situation. Like they're accustomed to toxic and drama. And that's not the energy of healing. So the challenge here is being able to come out of this energy to heal. We have Cat Lady, prolonged single status. So this energy of not healing is this energy of not, the challenge is healing to be able to get to this single status. It's prolonging the single status because this person hasn't healed. So it's prolonging the status to get to this Cat Lady, the single status. So it's prolonging It's prolonging their status to become single because they haven't healed, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm gonna pull one more just because spirit got you. They're not protected. All right. So they don't have protection until they heal, and they can't get to this Cat Lady until they heal. That's what it's saying. Yeah, they can't get to this single status until they heal, and that's the challenge. So it's almost like they're blocked until they heal. They're blocked from this status. Let's see, what is the outcome here? All right, we have the Hangman. So this person is arrogant. I said that earlier. Arrogance is, listen. All right, so they told a lot of lies. They had a lack of direction. Very materialistic and arrogant is what what's going on in this situation. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Relationship pause. Okay. So there was a break here. This person was arrogant. Um, somebody told a lot of lies. They failed to have move in the right direction. So somebody left this situation and was like, time out on the play. Like, I'm done. I can't deal with this energy anymore. It's too toxic for me. I don't want it. Like, straight up. So we have the Three of Pentacles here. So um, with this pause here, somebody was determined to succeed. Somebody was dedicated while in this pause energy. Someone was dedicated to collaborate with somebody or to work on a project. So they put their time and their energy into bettering themselves. They was focused on their coins. Um, with the Four of Cups here, um, somebody wasn't getting what they wanted. So because of this arrogance and this, this materialistic energy, um, somebody just like took a pause from this situation to focus on them. They worked hard to focus on what they wanted because they were unhappy in a situation. It wasn't working for them. So it was like, let me focus on me and do what was best for me. Unfinished business. So with this unfinished business here, I feel, because of this pause, they see that you're working on yourself. They see that you're focused on yourself, and because you're unbothered, they feel like they want to reconcile. There's unfinished business here. They want to fix the issues because now they see, oh, you get into the bag. So let me come back through and try to fix this. And I'm sure with forgiveness here, maybe you forgave this person, maybe you didn't. You can drop in the comments how you feel. All right. So they coming back to you and they telling you that there's no more infidelity. There's no more emotional affairs. There's no more messing around. With this toxic energy here, they're telling you that, hey, I put all this behind me. I'm done with all of that. Like, that's it. Or I can take this one or two ways. You in your bag, you put a pause on this relationship you got in your bag, and you've been focused on your money on a project. You've been focused on a project that you're working on or collaborating with someone. And you feel like there's no unfinished business here. You forgave this situation and, you're good. Um, there's no more infidelity because you're not in the situation anymore. You don't walked away from it. So it can go one or two ways. You can look at it one or two ways. Let's keep going. All right. Dreaming in reverse. So, this person doesn't have any hopes or dreams anymore. So, yeah, I feel like this is coming from the other perspective of the other person. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like, this person isn't living in a fantasy anymore. And they know that they can't come to you with this infidelity. They can't come to you on some fantasy shit. Like, this is, you're done with that. Like, we not even moving in that energy. Collective is like, I'm done. Yeah. And because of this person is in grief and sadness, and they're trying to process the fact that this might be a permanent pause. They feel like this is a permanent pause, and you're done. I'm really feeling like they feel like you're done. Let's get one more. Yeah, lessons learned in reverse. So they're still in this toxic energy and they haven't learned the lesson. They're sad that they can't get their way with you, but they still haven't learned the lesson. And with the challenge here being they haven't healed, we can see that they haven't learned the lesson, and you're being protected um, because they can't come near you until they heal. That's why there's no protection is here. Um, and we saw here that, they were into this toxic energy. There's a lot of arguing and, conflicts happening. But from the beginning of the read, we see that this person wants to come near you. They want to come back, but they don't know how. That's why they haven't apologized. There's no contact. There's no nothing. But they don't want to let this be. But they got too much going on, and they haven't healed, and it's a lot. Um, let's see what the guides have to say for you guys. Let's get you a message. Oops, I'm dropping them all. Let's get you a message from the guides and get you a message from the universe, and we will close this out. If you want an extended, you can email me, propheticbutterfly111@gmail.com. Readings are open and available. If you would like a reading, just send me an email. All right. That is, please tell me this is 2. This is 4. I don't usually like taking 4, but since we in story mode, why not? All right. So we have survival here, healer guides. We have purpose, teacher guides. We have bounty, runner guides. And we have connection, runner guides. Okay. So I feel like in this situation, we have somebody that is with the bounty and connection. I feel like that's this person. They know that that the person that they chose is not for them, and they know where they want to go, and that's where this connection is. And with this survival and purpose here, I feel that this is on the flip side. You know, someone here took a pause. The person that took a pause in this relationship, they're moving in their purpose. They focused on the bag. They weren't happy in this relationship, and they released this toxic energy. So this person is in survival mode, and they're working towards their purpose. With this bounty, this runner, and connection. This person knew that this was a connection for them, but they were too much drawn to toxicity and in the unhealed energy to be able to be the stand-up person that they should have been for this connection. And I feel like this is why they landed with the wrong soulmate. Let's see. Let's get you a message from the universe. Ooh. Can we get a message from the universe, divine ancestors, and spirit guides for the collective? Can we get one card? Can I get one? All I need is one. I'm going to take you because you're sticking out. All right. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. And I feel like this is for the collective moving in high frequency. All right. So if you're in low vibing frequency with this challenge here, I feel like you should be focused on your healing. It won't happen overnight, but just put forth the energy to move forward. Love is the highest vibration. It's been real. Thank you guys for spending time with me. If you would like a reading, send an email, propheticbutterfly11@gmail. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time. Love you guys. Bye.